You get the EV incentive in Canada. You get the EV incentive in Canada. You get an EV incentive in Canada. Are you with Tesla? Yeah, not you. That's right. The largest manufacturer of electric cars is not going to get any incentives from the new regulations, from the new law that is taking effect on the May 1st in Canada to help adopting the electric cars. I know this sounds absolutely just mind-blowing, but that's what's happening. I'll tell you all about it coming up next. Welcome to E4Electric, your number one source of unbiased electric car news. If this is your first time here, go ahead and click on that subscribe button so you don't miss anything moving forward. All right, Canada, we got to talk. I mean, yes, let's just talk about what's happening here. Canada is now implementing a new law. I think it's called a law, a regulation, whatever, but it's a new thing that they're doing starting May 1st, just in a couple of weeks. They're going to be giving out up to $5,000 Canadian dollars in electric car incentives. Kind of long overdue, but they're doing it. Now, this is in addition to what the provinces are already doing in some parts of Canada. We know some of them have taken them away, some of them changed them, but nevertheless, this is on the federal level, and they are basically setting a limit of 45,000 Canadian dollars for the six-seater cars or less, and any car with more than 6 seats, it's a 55,000 Canadian dollar limit. Now, guess what? Tesla is not qualified for any of that. Now, the one car that is qualified and barely making it is a Chevy Bolt, as you can see, boom, $200 away, right? So this is MSRP. Now, to be fair, gotta be fair here, is that MSRP is not what usually those cars are sold, for. So this is, these cars are being sold for around 40 even sometimes, but Tesla pricing is kind of set in stone. So it is pretty fair. It is pretty fair in terms of the cutoff. Now, they are also, let me show you these graphics. The list of incentives is of all of the cars that are qualified for the incentive is here. Let me zoom in really quickly so you can see. Not the best user interface, but it's a government website. That's fine. So they're broken down into kind of two categories, as you can see there. One is if the battery is over or under 15 kilowatt hour, which I kind of like. I mean, it's pretty tiny, right? So we're talking about some like really like low-end plug-in hybrids. Nevertheless, encouraging is good, and that one is cut in half, as you can see, at $2,500 max. And the second type of category is for how long are you leasing the car. Now, if you're leasing the car for 4 years, which is pretty long, or you're purchasing it, you get the full credit. And then you get less if you lease it for 3 years, which is the most common, 2 years, and 1 year. But here's the thing. Once you get an incentive, you can't get the rest of it, if you will, after you buy it out of the lease or the next person takes ownership of the car. So if you decided to lease it for 2 years and you get almost like quarter or half of the incentive, after that you don't get the rest what this car could have qualified, and so that is a little maybe odd, but at the same time it does encourage people to invest more money into this and I guess continue driving the car. But on another hand, in 2 years, I will, if my lease is over, I will buy another one. So it's a two-edged sword. I just thought it was a little odd, but nevertheless, it is still a good thing, and it's taking effect next month. Now let's talk about is this fair to Tesla? And is this fair in general as far as a cutoff at 45,000 Canadian dollars? Before that, I just want to remind you that this video and this channel is sponsored by Byton. Check out the all-new M-Byte, the all-electric SUV coming to Europe and here United States starting at only $45,000. And look at that shared experience, humongous 48-inch screen that will go into all of these cars. Total of 5 screens. Amazing UX experience, over 50,000 reservations worldwide, so you should really get yours, especially it doesn't cost anything to reserve yours. So go to byton.com or check out the description of this video for the link. Okay, so is this fair to Tesla and most importantly to just generally people who want to buy more expensive electric cars? The pioneer of this is obviously Tesla, and they have basically pave the way for everybody else. So kind of punishing them because they had to start with a more expensive and still are selling more expensive electric cars is, I think, is unfair, right? Because their cars are by far the best. They're paving the way in so many different ways. And yet, but they have to sell cars that are more expensive. And then you have this legacy manufacturers coming in and sort of selling the cars at a loss, including the Chevy Bolt, of course, and they're getting help. So I think it's not just... I guess, by the way, I don't believe this is a tax incentive. I believe this is a rebate that you're just going to be getting instantly. So therefore, people who kind of have more money subsidizing the cars for people who have less money, and I think a lot of people would take issue with that, right? When it comes to food and healthcare, I can see the argument. But when it comes to cars, yes, I do want the adoption to go much faster, but I just feel like everybody should be equal. So people who are buying cars for more than an average or 45,000 Canadian dollars should still be rewarded with the same amount of money. But by the way, it's not going to make as much of a difference to them because it's a smaller percentage of the car. But at the same time, they're the ones who are investing in cars and manufacturers who are paving the way towards the electric future. And isn't that the whole point of doing this? So I'm kind of split on this. I don't think this is too fair, not just for Tesla, but just overall. And I think it's defeating some of the purpose. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Also, a quick reminder, don't forget to sign up with our VIP list. The exclusive stories, offers, and news that you can see on this channel or our website. So you can go to e4electric.com/VIP. Obviously, it's a free newsletter. Check it out and sign up. All right, looking forward to your comments. Other than that, see you guys next time, and remember to stay charged.